Okay. My name is Peter Paddington. I just started grade 8 at Clarkdale Elementary School. 6 days a week, I delivered the Sarnia Observer, and the other day, my nipples popped out. I've always had boobs, but not girl boobs, more like the I need to lose weight kind. I'm not thrilled about them, but they're pretty easy to hide under my sweatshirts, and it's not like I ever jog or anything, so they stay in place. Besides, I know I won't have them for much longer because I'm planning to start my diet any day and be thin and normal by Christmas. I know that I've got my work cut out for me because there are lots of things about me that need fixing. For starters, I'm big boned, which is a nicer way of saying all my pants have elasticized waistbands. When I stick my finger into my belly button, it goes just past my second knuckle. That's my own test to see if I've gained weight or not. Last year, my stomach only went to my first knuckle, so I put on a knuckle's worth of weight this year. There are plenty of other things wrong with my body. Last year, I started growing hair on my legs and in my armpits, which was pretty disturbing. I was already having a hard enough time getting over the new hairs around my dink. Before that, I had peach fuzz, which I didn't mind at all because it was soft and blonde, like the hairs inside a corn husk. But then it turned brown and curly, and now the hair looks like the stuff that comes out of the tops of corn husks, all dried up and burnt by the sun. I thought about shaving my dink hair off once, but then I read somewhere that if you shave a part of your body, the hair grows back thicker and bushier. And then you're really in a pickle because even though you're shaving like crazy, the hair will keep coming back like an angry weed until one day you can't even see your own dink anymore. That's how hairy you'll be. The hair on my legs is softer than the hair around my dink, but it still grosses me out. I wish my legs were bare and tanned like James McDonnell's. He's adopted and sits 2 rows over from me. He has a tan the whole year through, even in the wintertime. He must be Mexican, or maybe Greek. James came to school the other day wearing a pair of navy blue shorts, and I couldn't stop looking down at his legs. I had to be careful that I didn't get caught, especially by Brian Cinder. He sits behind James. So I pretended to study the patterns in the linoleum tiles. Is that a cow I saw? Oh, and over there, wasn't that the face of Jesus? I chewed my lip to look really convincing. Anyways, I couldn't stop thinking about James's legs, and I'm so jealous of them. There he was in his tube socks and short shorts, and not even thinking twice about what people thought of his legs. I haven't worn a pair of shorts since grade 6, mainly because I don't want to gross anyone out. Maybe my legs wouldn't look so bad if they were tanned like James's legs, but then how are they ever going to get tan if I never wear shorts? And since I never wear shorts, my legs have pimples on them from rubbing against my pant legs all summer long. So my legs have 3 strikes against them. The only other boy in my class with hairy legs is Andy Dover, but he's pretty hairy all over. He's the tallest student in our class, too, even taller than Mr. Mitchell, our teacher. I wonder if Andy is really 13 because he looks older. Sometimes I think that Andy is a spy investigating our school. Maybe he's a secret agent and has to prove that the chocolate bar money we raised last year wasn't for new curtains for the stage. Instead, the money went to Mr. Gray, our principal, so he could buy drugs. Or maybe Mr. Mitchell stole the money to buy a new van for his wife and 7 kids. But the more I think about it, I realize that there's no way Andy could be a secret agent. He's pretty stupid and spends most of his recess making fart noises under his hairy armpits. A secret agent would find better things to do with its time.
Nunc prognosco ex parte. Translation, now I know in part. Since the opening of Trent University in 1994, Now I Know in Part has been Trent's motto. Trent is about learning about the world and our places within it. But more importantly, Trent is about learning in part about ourselves. Fruit is about a boy and his nipples. Now, I'm sure you're wondering why this has anything to do with Trent University or this motto, and I'm here to explain that to you. This is a coming-of-age story about a 13-year-old boy named Peter Paddington from Sarnia, Ontario. Peter is on the path to try to make sense of his life and discover who he is as a person. I was asked the other day, what does a story about puberty and self-discovery have to do with the university? And my answer was clear and simple. First year of university is like going through puberty all over again. You're placed out of your comfort zone, you're insecure about who you are, you're not sure if you'll fit in, and will they think you're normal? And also, it's a sad day when you realize that really the reason why you've been wearing your comfy, cozy track pants to class every day is because your jeans just don't fit anymore. Within only 270 pages of humor and easy reading, Francis manages to develop a character who is on the brink of self-discovery while exploring many other cultural issues. He brings to light issues that all university students encounter within their seminars and lectures throughout their careers. Issues such as gender, race, class, religion, sexuality. Francis also brings into context issues such as obesity, bullying, family, and homophobia. Francis is honest in his language as he brings these topics to the forefront. These themes are global and recognizable to the reader, no matter what race, class, gender, sexual orientation, or age. We've all been there. We've all had that sense of insecurity when our bodies decided to turn against us. For this reason, that anyone can relate to this book. Peter Paddington's character is diverse and layered, just like the lives of the individuals who will be coming to Trent for the first time in September. These first-year students will be waiting in anticipation and uncertainty of what awaits them for that year and the years to come. Regardless of their uncertainty and nervousness, when they arrive on campus in September, they will have Peter's character to remind them that they too will figure things out and become a little more comfortable with who they are as people. And by the time they end their university career, they will realize they too know now in part.